Hello again. I'm Joe McTurnan, AOPA's Director of Advocacy and Health Policy. I wanted to thank you for joining me for another edition of AOPA's Take. Today, I wanted to provide you with the latest information regarding the COVID-19 public health emergency and how upcoming changes may impact your O&P business. In January 2020, then Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar declared COVID-19 as a public health emergency, or PHE. Since this declaration, the PHE has been renewed every 90 days and remains in effect today. Almost 3 years to the date of its announcement, on January 30th, 2023, the Biden administration announced that it will formally end the COVID-19 public health emergency on May 11th, 2023. By announcing the formal end date of the COVID-19 PHE several months in advance, the administration is hopeful that individuals, including healthcare providers, that will be impacted by the end of the PHE will have adequate time to prepare for life after the PHE ends. While the COVID-19 PHE has resulted in many temporary changes to how healthcare is provided in the U.S., I'd like to discuss just a few that have impacted O&P providers, including what to expect when the PHE ends. First, the relaxation of requirements for telehealth-based interactions between physicians, practitioners, and patients was a major result of the COVID-19 PHE. In the early days of the PHE, alternate means of providing telehealth-based services were crucial to keeping patients and providers safe and minimizing exposure to COVID-19 infection. While telehealth was acceptable prior to the PHE, requirements were quite restrictive and often difficult to comply with. During the COVID-19 PHE, these restrictions were significantly relaxed and caring for patients became the priority. While it is difficult to find anything positive from a global pandemic, the value of telehealth service became clear during the PHE, and Congress extended many of the COVID-19 PHE-based telehealth exceptions through 2024, with the intent of eventually making them permanent. This will extend many of the current telehealth flexibilities in place beyond the May 11th end of the PHE and will allow you to accept many telehealth visits between your patients and your referral sources for at least the next several years. Another impactful change that was part of the PHE was the reduction of audits during the public health emergency. While audits were not and frankly should not have been fully eliminated during the COVID-19 PHE, the significant reduction of the number of audits performed during the PHE allowed providers to focus on ensuring delivery of the best patient care, oftentimes with reductions in staff due to exposure, illness, and workforce shortages. While the end of the PHE will technically end audit limitations, CMS has indicated that they will not focus audit activity on claims with dates of service during the PHE. This should continue to have a positive impact on your O&P business. The COVID-19 public health emergency has now been in place for more than 3 years, and to say the world is a different place is truly an understatement. The end of the PHE on May 11, 2023 will certainly bring some new challenges, but the O&P profession is resilient and will certainly find ways to adapt, as we always do. Thanks again for spending just a few moments with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. AOPA's Take, where you go when you need to know.